Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through a few news items. The ABARES report came out and pointing to bigger crops, of course. But just have a look here. You can see the winter crop. It's going to be the second largest total winter crop coming from the ABARES report at 66.3 million metric tons. Wheat is the third largest at 35.6 million metric tons, and barley at 15.7. And all of these crops are going to affect the Canadian marketings, of course, because you get the second largest canola crop at 7.2 million metric tons, and it's going to fill some of the gaps, I guess, for some of the export market that the canola is going to try to find its way into the market, because Aussies have been selling to Japan, Mexico, and of course Europe, because they're all non-GMO canola, and now that there's some shipping of canola going to China, so some of those needs could be met just by Australia by itself, and hopefully we can figure out how we're going to get some of the market that they're selling to, and recapture some of that on the export side. So you can see here just a little bit of the details. You can see that where wheat is actually 29% above a 10-year average, and where those areas are, and barley's up, canola's up, 50% above the 5-year average as well, and lentils is maybe the other one that we should take note of, because if we've got a big lentil crop, we've got a reasonably good sized canola crop and a good sized wheat crop. All of those ones are going to have the same impact, chickpeas even as well, and barley. Brazil, soybean planting hits just shy of 90%. It says ag rural, so that advanced pace of planting, it's not quite as high as the last year's pace, but it's coming along pretty decent. Karen Braun just worth noting that these beans sales were made just before the prices really took off, and should be interesting to see how the sales evolve from here. Well, the other part, I think, of the story is it's only the Chinese owned companies that are doing the buying, so they don't have to pay the tariff. That's the other note that maybe just have to be added to hers. Weekly export sales, so you can see the corn actually didn't meet last week's pace, but it's actually pretty high. Soybeans right in the middle of it is still higher than last week, and wheat was maybe a little bit disappointing. Russian flag tanker gets hit, so it's been reported that some of these boats have been getting hit with on the shadow fleet. So Ukraine has been hitting a lot of these empty vessels, not full vessels, because they don't want to have that much of a disaster, but they're hitting the empty vessels as they're going back to get refilled, and they're hitting a lot of the terminals where the oil is getting shipped out of as well. Palm oil is moved up with the rest of the complex, but there's also reporting yesterday that palm oil in Indonesia, I think it was, it is going to be at a 50% diesel fuel inclusion rate come 2027, so a year and a bit. So here I'm just making a comparison. You can see basis levels are almost flat for the whole crop year here in both plants, and there's been noted that there's a smoothing of it. I'm going to say you could actually just look at your cost to carry, and that calculation is not really smoothing out the or fading the bid. Basis is pretty consistent, at least for this year, and then you can see they are giving some bids going into next year already as well for those two crush plants. So this is LDC, and this is the Richardson plant. Have a quick look at the weather. You can see that there is some moisture that's going to get built in the next 7 days in the plains here, or in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Active weather going across there right now. Cold is maybe the story that is going to hit there as well. Looks like we're getting some moisture in some of those key growing areas. So again, just-in-time rains can actually do a lot, and I think that's one of the contributing factors in even Australia with the big crop that they got. They got the rain in time, just in time. That doesn't say that there's areas of flooding and all that other stuff and drought, but in the most part, just-in-time rains have done a lot of good this past year. Just a quick look at the market here. Canola just trading at 651, up 380. European rapeseed is up 350 a ton, 642. Soybean oil up 20 or 0.27 of a cent at 52.63. Soybeans up 6 3/4 at 11.34. Spring wheat and all wheat, or spring wheat is up a penny and 3/4, and the other complexes of hard red and Chicago are down 2 to 3. Corn up 1 1/4 cents, and your Canadian dollar is just trading slightly down. Let's just quick look at this here, so you can see that the rapeseed has been just kind of chugging along. I'm going to say all the way back to September. It's a long time of just going sideways here. Same thing with the November futures. You could probably even go a little bit farther back, and it's been chugging along, going sideways. It's even flatter than the front month January European rapeseed. It's only been since November that it's been kind of chugging along sideways here. So it's picked up a little bit and then moved sideways. Soybean oil futures, again, just trading sideways. The soybean futures is getting held up into this upper range. Really no indication with direction. Some are saying that this could be a head and shoulders formation. I look at it and it's like pretty hard to look at that one. Maybe we have to look at the minute chart, which I haven't done. Palm crude oil is trying to get back to that 50% and trading right at the 50% retracement value. And your crude oil has still remained in this channel going sideways here. Quick look at the dollar. Dollar's in the middle of this channel. Currently pulled off some of the area where it traded up to, and it looks like it's directionally is still going in that direction. US dollar index, same thing. It's pulled off of that $100 index and going sideways here. So next report, pay attention. It's going to be the StatScan coming out on Thursday.